Hello. Hi, people. How are you doing? How's it going? Oh, let me put my little bands on. Do you know what I mean? Do. Hey, peeps. Please, say hi in the chat so I know. So I know it's real. 1 second. Let me just. What was I trying to do? I was trying to find. Oh God, I thought I would have had this out by now, but no. Okay, cool. So, guys, if you're on Instagram, please click the link. And if you want to join in the conversation, come over to YouTube, please. Yes, because this is the debrief, guys. This is where I talk about Love Island, USA, and UK here, right here on my channel. Sorry, I was in the middle creaming my hands and I don't know where I put my creams. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. How is everybody doing? Have you had a good day? Have you had a good Monday? Have you had a good start to the week, guys? I hope you have. I really do. Let me see who's in the chat, who's here saying hi. Hey, Erin. Erin said, I need to know how bad your life must be for you to go onto Love Island and graft a Jean. Is the world that dry in the dating world? Probably, to be fair. Is your self-worth lower than Jean? Is a viable option? Could it be me? Oh my gosh. We'll get into it. Crispy Bacon, how you doing? Hey, Dami. Hey, Elsid. Hey, Sora. Hey, Little Rock. Hey, Yvonne. How you doing, Yvonne? I haven't seen your name for a little while. Elsie, I'm tired already. This heat. Oh my gosh. It's not so much hot here at the moment. I don't know. Like it feels a little bit cooler. It does feel a little bit cooler because it rained yesterday. And stuff. Oh, there was no water for the most of the day. Oh my god. Sorry, Little Rock. Sarah says the only person who likes a Monday here is Sade. Oh, really? I love that. I can't be alone. There must be one other person who loves Mondays. Come on, please. Yes, please like the video, like the live. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Debbie. Please do that. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so you never miss a live or you never miss a video. Because these past couple of weeks, I've been pumping them out, boy, and I'm tired, but I've been pumping them out. Thank you, Elsid, as well. Hit the like. Yes, please. Erin says, hey, I was too busy to watch yesterday. Work was crazy. Oh, no worries, Erin. No worries at all. Crispy Bacon said, listen, did I say that Sierra was going to leave and Nicolandia will be a couple? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. We will talk about it. We'll definitely talk about, oh yeah, hashtag Nicolandia. Yes, Erin, I see you. The gods have spoken. They really have, but it's wild. Everyone says, I'm fine, thanks, been trying to catch up on your vlogs. Oh, thank you, everyone. Yes, I do actually vlog as well. So they're on my channel on a playlist. So yeah, if that's your kind of thing, then check those out too. Where you see like parts of my day-to-day life, just me being me and that type of thing. Hold on 1 second. There's nothing worse in the world than dry hands, seriously. I hate it so much. And I usually have like a little bit of cream here, but you just use this instead. Crispy Bacon said, yeah, I couldn't believe we like Mondays either. Are you serious? I love it. Thanks, Elsid. Elsid says 16 watching, 6 likes. Come on, guys, let's get the likes, please. Let's get those up. Little said, yes, love your vlogs. Oh, thank you. Need to catch the latest. Thank you so much. Crispy Bacon said, I used to be Nicolandian, but Alangia lost me when she begged to be double for the second time by Taylor. Love my black Barbie though. Yes. Hey Ronke, how you doing? Gosh, I hope everybody is good. What did you think? We'll start with UK as always. Hey, wait, we got design. How you doing? We'll start with UK as always. What did you think of this episode? What would you give it out of 10? And who was your MVP or your villain or your man of the match? Like, who stood out for you? For me, I would say I think I'm just gonna go villain, you know, again, because my villain was definitely Meg. Like, she's annoying. Meg is annoying. She was just getting upset over nothing. Like, they were playing. Oh god, I'm actually getting a little bit hot now. They're playing this, like, you know, the Villa game where they Casa versus the Villa, and they have to do things in the fastest time. I do think that what do you call it? This is the best way to play that game. On US, they done like, oh, be creative and stuff. Like, no, I think it has to be the fastest time possible. That's what makes it what do you call it? That's what makes it like competitive. Like, do you know what I mean? I think it's that. And yeah, you can't really hide it. Well, you can because the producers hide the results and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, so that was interesting. But her getting annoyed, she just needs to pipe down. For me though, I'm still kind of like a 6 in terms of like the event, like out of 10. It's still like a 6 for me. Like, I feel like I want more and it's just not giving. I'm just like unsatisfied, you know. What are people saying? MVP was Emma. Oh, well, to be fair, yeah, okay, Little Rock is saying too. Emma's got jokes. Yeah, do you know what? She does have jokes. She does. I love how direct she is. I love how she doesn't mince her words. I love how she took Harry to task. I'm going to play that little clip in a second. Erin says, 4. Okay, cool. Tony talked herself out of a connection with Jamie. Did she? Or did Yasmin take that over? Jamie's the one from Essex, right? The one who looks a little bit like Stephen Bartlett and the football guy. Yeah, my MVP is hey Gilda. MVP is Emma. Villain is definitely Meg. Yes, Ronka. We are not feeling Meg over here, honestly. Waving it says MVP is Boris. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry. Yes, Boris is the guy from Slovakia. I don't know. I'm cracking up. I'm gonna read that in a second. But Boris was kind of giving me joke. I think I like him, but he does look like a sleeper agent to me as well. Like, you know, Crispy Baker said, I mean, not to sound mean, but British people look funny. Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Ah, yeah, they do. They do. They do. They're an odd-looking bunch. Like, honestly. When you see what they put on the pedestal as like nice, then you can understand. Like, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Thought it was Slovakia. Slovenia. Oh, is it Slovenia? Sorry, that's very true. What did I put down? Let me check my notes. I didn't even yeah, Slovenia. Yes, you're right, not Slovakia. Correct. Thank you, Little Rock. Erin said she did. She was trying to show Yaz and it worked in Yaz's favor. We like Boris for jokes. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, yeah, Tony did say, like, who haven't you kissed when she was chatting to Jamie? And Jamie was just like, me. And I mean, I'm just like, go on then. I mean, Tony should know that Yasmin is always game. Yasmin is always game. Seriously. That was silly to her to do it. But then why they're all paired together? Well, I guess that's production. But why they're all paired together, I thought that was odd anyway, you know? Like, why can't they have one-on-one conversations? That was just a little bit strange. Let me just did we? Oh, I didn't get a chance to look at it. But this Yaz girl, oh, now there's 2 Yazes. But Casa Yaz, she used to be in some sort of like pop group called Four of Diamonds. Did anyone have a chance to look it up? Because that's what I wanted to do. They won X Factor apparently. And now she's a DJ. Oh, I do not remember these. Oh no, I'm gonna have to pause that. That's got ads and stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll look at that in a second, I think. But I think Emma was giving me joke. Actually, let's look at the clip. Hey, El Michelle of Ben first, because in Casa, when they were trying to what do you call it, like sort out who's going to be sleeping where, Ben just made a massive faux pas. Do we think Ben is socially challenged? Because how do you get this wrong? It's so weird. Little Rock said yes, 4th diamonds, 8th place, and she was so proud. She really was, you know. I don't even know, what does 8th place even mean? Does that mean quarterfinals? Is that what that means? Like they just made it, or they just did it, or was that semi-finals? I don't even know. But no, I was just like, oh, girl, you shouldn't have even mentioned it. I don't know. But anyway, okay, Ben, this is him making a massive freaking faux pas with the girlies.
Hey, we're swapping. You can share with Andrade. I'm with Lucy tonight.
In front of them.
Hang on, I thought you were.
No, because I know you two want to share the bed.
Hang on, but Ben, who were you just kissing around there?
Andrade. You two want to share the bed though?
Oh God.
B, just take a touch, bro. Immediately.
Ben, compose yourself.
Who do you want to share a bed with?
Bro, you just ain't making demands like this, bro.
Chill, Ben, chill, relax.
Do you know what I mean?
You just take a touch, my boy.
You want to share a bed with me?
Oh, this is just awkward now. There's no point.
B.
Change your conversation.
Yeah,
Like,
come
you
on,
think this is
come here.
weird? I thought this was a weird move.
That's to B over there, like imagine B's just kissed Andrade.
Yeah.
And then obviously me and Andrade have like a conversation.
Oh, you spoke to her?
Yeah, it was a good conversation and stuff.
Thank you,
And then we was like sitting on the day beds, like a group of us. And then it was like, oh, the bed situation. B was like, yeah, I'm gonna be sharing with Andrade. And I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever. 10 minutes later, he was like, actually, D, he's like, you and Andrade share a bed together. I'm going to share with Lucy.
Look, Andrade's figured it out already.
I found it a bit disrespectful. That's why I just had to leave.
Just toss me like that.
So this is the thing. He says, I found it a bit disrespectful, so that's why I just had to leave. But he was saying it's disrespectful to her. So his response for someone being disrespectful to a girl is to leave the situation. Like, he's such an odd person. It's just like, yes, Keisha. He literally goes, oh, let me go and tell my boss. Let me go and tell my boss what's gone on. Like, you can see that your boss is trying to get to know friggin' Rio, and you've literally sat on the chair with him. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, I just think he's a bit odd. I think DeJohn is a little bit odd. Online is saying, hey, online, how you doing? Ben just likes hot women around him, no focus, and some ladies wanted to ship him and Alima. Sorry. Ben would fornicate 24/7 behind her back. Yeah, he would. Erin says DeJohn is a waste. Yeah, he absolutely is. That is his boss. But he acts like that's his boss. Like, he don't make decisions. He don't do nothing. He needs to check in with Harry before he does anything. You know? Seriously. Kalista, how you doing? DeJohn has issues. I believe so. I honestly do. I agree with that.
It's like, that's mad disrespectful.
So you're
Come on,
screaming
come and sit here, girls.
I'll join.
Well, I'm not going to fit on, but I can stop. I literally went over to him and I was like, don't just throw me on the bus like that. Sorry, I took the job on.
No, I just found it a bit disrespectful, like, to you.
It was a bit.
Yeah, it was like in front of everyone.
Like,
He literally just said, like, I'm sharing a bed with Andrade. Later, it was like, nah, D, you share with Andrade. I'm sharing with Lucy.
So how are you feeling about that, though, genuinely?
It's the first date. I don't care. Like, to be honest, I want to share a bed with DeJohn anyways. Do you know what I mean? So.
Hey, we're swapping. You can share with Andrade.
Because she doesn't get to share a bed with DeJohn because DeJohn and Harry decide to sleep outside. So that just didn't go down well. And it was deeply awkward. And the fact that he basically left the situation, just put her in the firing line, it was just so awkward. Just really, 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 really weird. Weird thing to do. Erin says Harry is to DeJohn what Ace is to Taylor. Yes. Yes, that's his boss. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to check in with him all the time. Harry's there to motivate him, all that kind of stuff. Keisha said Andrade was more upfront with Ben than Dijon was. Yeah. And Wavy says, so Dijon is acting as though he isn't going to gaslight Andrew. Waving, what's this? Andromeda when he gets back to the main villa. Exactly. Like, I don't understand. As Erin said at the top of the show, yeah. Where are you in your world, in your life, where you would graft Dijon knowing what you know? Because they all see what's going on, right, before they come in. And that's part of them coming into Casa, is to expose like certain things or how it's being perceived on the outside. So like, I just think it's just an odd thing to do. It's very strange. Very, very strange, because he is going to gaslight her like completely. And the thing is, he was doing it later. Well, no, he was sowing the seeds. So he's just like, oh, you know, I need because the way he positions it is that his approval is like so high, so up here. So like, you know, not just any girl he's going to talk to. She has to have this, she has to have that, you know, and like, I need to see if it's worth it. All these kind of things, like putting this, I don't know, it's almost like getting her to aspire to be that person that he wants. And it's just, I don't like it, man. It's just a bit manipulative, you know? Online says, I like Dijon as a reality TV persona. He is entertainment, but he comes across as someone who looks like a London Caribbean guy, but is a lad's lad and deals with Susies and Veronicas and Lindas. Yeah, he's trying to be a lad. And the thing is, he's trying to be a lad with Harry, the oldest guy in the villa. It's very strange. Very, very strange to me. And Jamida won't make it back to the main villa unless she hooks up with Ben. Yeah. I agree. I actually agree. I agree. I think that is the case. Dijon's not bringing anybody back. I think we know that already, right? We can say that confidently, right? Keisha says Dijon isn't even entertaining to me. He's just a big embarrassment. Yeah, he's disappointing. He's been disappointing since day one. He really, really, really is very disappointing. But you know who isn't disappointing? Emma. Emma is like the gift that keeps on giving. She exposed the whole thing with her relationship with Harry in a minute. It was like a minute clip. And I was just like, I knew, that Harry was a bum. I knew he was a bum, but she just confirmed. She really just confirmed. Let's watch this little clip. Oops.
Into our home, and I wouldn't do that to you because that was the rules. Yeah. And you think the rules don't apply to you?
No, I don't.
It's my house, Harry. You think as soon as there's a boundary in place, cross it. You think, oh yes, let me just fuck this up. Like, there's just no need for any other woman to be in my house.
Like, I know we've been through so much and you don't have very high thoughts of me, or you don't think a lot of me, but I am here. I think I said that in the letter to you years ago.
Years ago?
Months ago.
In February?
Was that in February?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
We make the choice not to be together because we know that you can't give me what I need.
Yeah.
And that's why. It's not because we don't love each other.
Yeah.
We have to like be strong enough to like stand on that decision. You brought girls into our home.
This is it. Imagine. So cheating, basically. Do you know what I mean? Bringing girls into, she says our home, then she's like, it's my house. Oh, Harry, man, this guy is what? Did someone just say that already? Whatless. Yes, he's so useless. He's actually a useless man. Absolutely useless. Oh, how did he even get on this show? How did he get on the show? Honestly. Waven says, Harry getting schooled by Emma. I felt like a fly on the wall watching these two. Yeah, she brought up everything. She just brought up everything. You done this, you done this. Seriously, and this is why. Or was it girls? Was it plural? Ah, Elton, I didn't even catch that. Oh my God. And this is what, and then what did she say to him the day before? That I don't want to be with someone who needs constant external validation. I know that hurt. I know that hurt him. He just knows he's just not good enough for her. You can tell by the way he's acting, like he's kind of defeated, you know? Waving said, oh, there's a fly in here. Oh my God. Honey, is that you? Yes. Honey's on it. Waving said, did Harry start messing around once he got his new hairline and got gassed up? Well, he got his new hairline quite young, actually. So I think it was around 22 when we looked into it. He was thinking, he was quite young. Do you know what I mean? So I understand why he got it, because it was looking serious. He was looking well. He was looking well older. He was looking like his dad, probably. Do you know what I mean? Online says women clearly like Harry, so he's doing something good. I don't know. I just don't know. I think they find him funny and they find him good looking, but that's only gonna, maybe that's okay for, you know, Love Island, but I don't know what outside the villa is gonna look like at all. Keisha says sounds like he brought girls back to their house after they broke up, but they're still living together. Yeah, could be actually. Could be. No, it wasn't even recent, Waving. It wasn't recent. So he had that affliction for a little while and then got it fixed. But he was he was quite young. It's quite young, because his life would have been different. He would have been David Brent if he didn't do that, you know? Where's my hold on. Yeah. But yeah, so we have Harry not really doing too much because his ex-girl is there. So I guess he's like being a little bit more, because I think if Emma wasn't there, he would be going in like a lot. And then he did say after that conversation, like, you know, he's going to try and crack on, but, you know, it's only day one. So he doesn't know how he's going to feel in a couple of days while he's with her, because he keeps saying to her as well, like, oh, I'm glad you're here and stuff. So he clearly misses her. Hey Abbas, how you doing? You good? What do we think about Dijon in terms of like what Meg is now feeling? Do you think that her senses are kicking in because he's not around? Do we think so? Because I'm thinking that's what's happening, because she's had a bit of a change of heart. Harry and Dijon getting applause for sleeping outside, but you know it's just tactical. They're just doing it on day one. We'll see what happens, but it's just absolutely tactical. And I think Harry's doing it more for Emma, not for Helena. That's what I think he's doing it for that. So yeah, this is Meg losing her mind a little bit.
With no flirting.
What?
Oh,
Not allowed to flirt. That's a new boundary added.
Just calm down. Calm down.
What, you're telling me you want to flirt with other girls?
I'm not saying that.
A few moments later.
And you caught my attention straight away. You're the only one who's caught my attention, innit?
Why? What's different?
You seem fun, confident. And I think you're beautiful, sexy. So yeah, I want to see if there's something more.
Open and honest with no flirting.
What?
But someone needs to show this to Meg. I just don't like. I want her to see it. I wanted to see it in 4K again, or I wanted to go into Casa. Seriously, I was saying she knows he's full of crap. Yeah, she don't trust him no more. She said that today. She don't trust him. I was just also saying Dijon is pretending to be a goody goody. Yeah, he's doing it for her. And as she said in a conversation with Helena, that oh no, actually was it one of the boys? I think it was one of the boys that said like, oh, his conversations with you are a bit vague. Like he's just telling you like surface. Yeah, I hope they get another video as well. I really do. I really do. What's that, Crispy? Crispy, what was you saying? You still enjoy? Oh, say, Crispy saying, I need to catch up on the UK and get over the way Brits look. Not all of us look like this. There's different types of Brits. What's that on his head? It's his hat. It's his hat. It looks like a tea cozy. A tea. Abby is absolutely right. Abby said the problem is Meg will probably defend him in front of the other girls. Yeah, absolutely. And because he is already affirmed to her that he likes that, that's what she's going to do. Like, it's just so calculated. It's so calculated. But we do obviously see Meg like kick off a little bit with Shakira when they're playing the raunchy game. Yeah. Because Shakira just made a bit of a joke saying that, you know, you don't want to see Meg after Dijon's been on a date because she kind of kicks off. And then what does she do? Kick off.
You don't want to see her when Dee comes back off a date. Scary.
Nah,
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is scary, babe.
I'm not laughing, Shakira.
Oh, I'm taking the piss.
Yeah, maybe keep it to yourself.
Oh, grow up, Meg.
Oh, listen, take a chill pill.
Both of you. No. Both of you. Shut the fuck up.
Trust me, you don't want to see her when
I don't like Tony saying both of you because Meg was being passive aggressive in that moment, so it should have been directed at Meg. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know, guys. I'm thinking that Tony and Shakira are separated as friends. I don't know. I have a feeling. I think Tony's getting a little bit sick of Shakira. I think, or should I say jealous of Shakira? I don't know. But yeah. I'm not too sure, but Meg, yeah, doing way too much. But yeah, they play the raunchy racist game. They play the raunchy racist game. They do. I don't think there was anything like too deep that happened. Only Dijon, I think he kissed Andrada about 3 times or something, and I think Meg knows about 2 of them or something like that, so she's got that in the back of her head. Helena is giving no signs that she gives a fuck about Harry, in my opinion. I don't know whether she's just holding it down, but she really is going on like that guy, out of sight, out of mind. That's what she's giving, you know. Yeah, I know what type of Brit you mean, Crispy. Dammy said I would have told them both to do the same thing. I told them both to pack it in. Really? I can't, like, sometimes, yeah, if I see people have an argument and I don't like the other person, I'll just lean back, like, go for it. Keisha said, I've always looked at Tony sideways ever since she threw Shakira under the bus to Harrison. Well, yeah. I think it's starting to show. I honestly think it's starting to show. It's a little bit weird, their relationship, I think. Yeah. But yeah, Dijon's flirting. Harrison, oh my God, is moving very, very quickly with Lauren. Very, very quickly. So Tony's not going to be happy. She should really crack on, but it doesn't look like she's cracking on with anyone. I think we need to see more time with the girls and the Villa girls and the Casa boys. We need to see them more together. What else it said? Where is UK Love Island? Because they're sweating more than US people. You know, it's in it's Spain, right? Is it Mallorca? It's Spain. It's one island in Spain. But yeah, it's not even. I mean, it does get hot in Spain. It does. It does. Waving says Harrison is just wanting to set up another triangle. He's desperate for attention. Yeah, but I think he really likes this girl, Mallorca. I think so. Yeah, they're in Mallorca. Okay, cool. Ronkin says Harrison's acting like he's a Casa boy grafted to get into the main. So thirsty, honestly. When he was trying to kiss everybody at once, I was just like, bro. I mean, with the heat wave. Oh, have they got a heat wave over there as well? Let me just see. Keisha said, why didn't Boris talk to Shakira after saying he wants to be her hero? I just think that he wanted to. It's almost like that was a line from production, to be honest. Like I think they wanted the villa to know that people think that Shakira hasn't been treated right. That's what I think, because that's the only thing so far that the Casa boys have brought in from the outside world, right? So far, that's all we've seen. Everyone said, Charlotte, please. Harrison is just horny. Yeah, but he's gonna. I don't know. He seems to like her. He's talking about sexual attraction. I think they're on this. No, is she? How old is she again? She's 26. I think Lauren's 26, and he's 22. So still a little bit of gap. Still a little bit of a gap. Connor pulls Emma. Do you think that's serious? Connor being with Harry's ex. Do you think that's gonna work? Will she get into the main villa? Because I would like her to get into the main villa and, like, you know, have a chat with Helena and maybe even Shakira as well. I want Helena to see what Emma is like, and for her to understand she don't have a chance. That is not happening. Ooh, online. You can't use that word. You can't use that one. That's that you can't. You kind of need to take that one back. That's a lot. That's a real lot. That's a lot, bro. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to delete that. That can't go. That can't run. You can't be using terms like that. That's unnecessary. Waving says Harry will bring Emma back. Not that's okay, but like, yeah, don't get carried away. That's okay. I'm not banning you, but that's your first warning. Don't do that. It's too extreme. Way too extreme. Waving is saying Harry will bring Emma back. I am not. Do you think? Wait, also as well, remember there's not enough girls to the boys. What's the point of this if they're not gonna drop someone? They need to dump someone because of that. Like, I don't understand what the point is. And they're not forcing them to couple up either. It's this thingy. No worries. Keisha is saying Giorgio and Yaz are quite cute. I think so, but do you think she really likes him? Actually, do you think they really like each other? I don't know. It seemed like a little bit forced to me. You think, yeah, he'll bring Emma back? You think? Just so she's in the villa and they have a connection. I don't know. So you don't think Connor will bring her back? I don't know. I feel like Harry's a bit more calculated. I could be wrong. Do you know what I mean? I am often wrong. Seriously. Okay. What else happened? So yeah, Ben doing his madness. I guess the Casa boys. Yeah, are we liking any of them? We've got obviously TJ. Cash is the dancer. Was it what's it called? Dammy, was you saying he's all over your FYP? I have never seen that guy before. So he's some sort of dancer, yeah? I want to see Yaz's. Thing. Which ones? Boris, TJ, and Jamie so far. I think Keisha said, I think Connor will bring back Emma and Harry will be there alone. I'm not sure if Helena will bring back Cash. Yeah, I didn't really like that Cash conversation. I can't lie. She's so predatory, man. Yeah, he's a dancer. Just Boris for me. Y'all kicked out Eye Candy Zach. Zach was doing too much, but we'll get onto that, Elson. We'll get onto that. We'll get into Boris. Okay. I think I like Boris. He seems fun. He seems fun. Keisha said, I like TJ for Shakira. Really? TJ? Oh, you mean Ty? Is it Ty? Yeah, I think I like Boris so far. Martin has a weird stare. I think it's Ty. The curly guy with he's from north. He's from up north. Yeah, Crispy, do it. Do it. And if you have any questions, let me know. I like to consider myself a little bit of a connoisseur. But yeah, okay, cool. I feel like those are the main things that happen in UK. I think so. Aaron said Martin was trying to. Aaron says Martin was trying to sell Billy Kiss a pyramid scheme. He just seems really. His stare is so intense, and he's a fitness model, and I can see why. Because I think body-wise, yeah, I can see that. But his stare is just way too intense, man. Way too intense. I wonder who she's interested in. And this is the thing. This is why I hate about this show sometimes. It's just like, no, not even sometimes, all the time. It's just like, where was Billy Kiss? Like, I needed to see more. I want to see who she likes, who she's talking to, like all of these things. Like, she got relegated to background. And it's just like, oh, imagine that happening so quickly. So bad. I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it at all. At all. Helena and Cash, I really hope that doesn't happen. But for me, being a Londoner, I was just like, yeah, we've arrived. With Cash. And who else was from London? Oh, someone was begging it, I think. Because wasn't it Jamie? I think in his VT, he said, what did he say? He said, in his VT, what did he say? He said he was from he said he was from Essex, but he said he's from East London. I was just like, which one is it? Do you know what I mean? I think so. Okay. Keisha said there's going to be a lot of people in that villa come Sunday. Yeah, I think so as well. I think everybody is matching up. I think absolutely everybody's matching up. I would like to see Boris in the villa, but I don't know who's going to go for him. I really don't. Do you know what I thought was hilarious as well when they were doing the kissing challenge? Oh, not kissing challenge, but when they were doing that challenge, and at the end they had to kiss everybody, and Helena's just like got no one. Yeah, I thought that was symbolic. Honestly, I don't really have a clip of it, but it was so intense when he was talking to Billy Kiss. I was just like, oh, that's a bit scary. It's a little bit scary, man. Like, I wouldn't like that. It was a bit intense. And I don't know if she was liking it. Thank you so much, Elsid. Elsid is saying 30, what? It's actually 32 now, people watching. The 16 likes. Please like the live. That's how I wanted Ellen alone. Honestly, she's just way too much, man. She's just way too much. Okay. I think Tony will bring back Boris because she knows Harrison is cracking over Lauren. That's very true, actually. And I don't know about you, but I thought like her talking about Boris seemed really genuine. It was like I was looking at a different Tony when she was talking about him in the confessional. Like, I was just like, okay, maybe she does. Like, maybe she's actually intrigued, you know? I could see that. I could see that happening. I could see that working. Okay, we're going to switch to USA. Someone was from East. Yeah, so Jamie was saying that he's from East London, but in his VT, he was saying that he's from Essex. So, bro, why are you lying? Why are you lying, bro? Just like, did you guys see that Harry lied about what someone shared it in one of the groups. He lied about his E tattoo on his wrist. Like originally he said that it was for his grandma, and then we've recently realized it's an E for Emma. It's out of order. Yeah, Harrison is just a little boy. Erin's saying Tony and Boris would be good. Harrison will be flawed when he sees a real man. Yeah, I think so. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe he doesn't know which way is E. Thank you, Waving. Waving saying good night. I'll watch the rest. I'll catch up. Good night. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I know it's even me. I'm just like, I can't even do a late one today. I'm very tired. Online, they say, what's the difference between London, East London, South London? No, they're not the same. No. There's just, when you're from South London, yeah, it's almost like you're an elite Londoner. Like you're just, can't even put into words. Like you just like the foundation of London. Like it's just, you got a sense of pride. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't even know. It's just something special, you know? Like the other sides of London, not so much. But for South London, anywhere you go, like even to this day when clubbing isn't, yes, Keisha, come on. Come on. Anywhere you go, anywhere in the whole of the UK, even I would say out of the UK, if you were in a club and someone says, like, is there anyone from South London? It's always going to be the biggest cheer. It's just always going to be the biggest because we're everywhere. We just, you know, we're just different kind of people, man. We just are. We're a bit, you know, we don't play about. We don't play about. You know, some of us are can be a little bit rough, some of us. But, you know, we're good people. Good people, man. I'm a South Londoner through and through. Born and bred. But yeah, but like if you're from Essex, yeah, if you're from Essex and you say you're from East London, then you're begging London. Like you're from Essex, bro. Don't beg London. Don't do that. We don't respect that. Seriously. Sorry, dummy. No. No, North London, that's the bottom of the list. Crispy South is the best, yes. Always. Oh, hands down. Yep. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like when people ask me for, I say South London, I have to specify. No, it's okay because you're not from here, so I get why you say that. You're not from here, but no, it's not too much. It's just the right amount. It's just the right amount. It just is. Okay, sorry. I was trying to get to US. Oh my god, episode 30 of US. Keisha says South is only yeah, come on, rap. Little Rock too. I love this. So many South Londoners. Come on. Keisha's is saying South is only scary to outsiders. Yeah. We are really friendly. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. We're friendly if you're friendly. But we will match your energy. Seriously. Oh my god. Freaking fly. Crispy, he's saying, I'm an outsider, but it's South for me all the way. That's where I go when I'm in London. It's where my people are. Yes, love it. Love it. Yeah, South is the best, man. Honestly, we've got everything here. It's just great. Okay, so episode 29 of US Love Island. We're getting to the end of the road now, man. Seriously. Dammy. Online said, I hear South London is a rough place and ladies are dangerous. Dangerous? Nah, not dangerous. Not dangerous. We can back ourselves though, but not dangerous. You know, like I said, we'll match your energy. That's all. I get a little tap nudge. No, I think we're proper friendly. I think so. So we pick up the episode after the crash out game. Oh, Huda, yeah. She's so annoying. Every time I think like, oh, okay, she's better now, she always goes and does something super weird. So she's talking to Chris, yeah, and then she says like, oh, I'm surprised no one pulled me for a kiss. Chris is looking at her like, why would you say that? Like, why? And she's just like, oh, because we're still open. I was just like, this frigging girl, man, she's always begging for compliments. Like, honestly, she's always begging. I just didn't even know what's wrong with her. But yeah, she got on my nerves with that. But basically, they do seem to be getting on like a house on fire. So I feel like he is really calming her. Yeah, he's really calming her at the moment. He was telling some dad jokes, which I personally thought were a little bit funny. But I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought they were jokes. He was doing that and stuff, and they seem to be vibing pretty well. And everything. What else happened? So that evening, Pepe was telling the boys that, you know, that he's really getting really getting on well with Iris. And Ace's response was, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I was just like, oh, that's a bit judgy. That was a little bit judgy. I was just like, is this guy plotting to vote him off next because of this? Like, I don't know. It was like he had to go and whip the votes or something. I don't know. I didn't like that from Ace, man. He's always in people's business like that. Yeah, then the next day, we did have Taylor make Clark a breakfast. They had a picnic breakfast, which was kind of cute. He didn't need to be prompted. Well, they didn't show us if he did, but he didn't need to be prompted by Ace. It seems like he just had his own idea and he's making his own effort. He even roped in Ace to be the waiter as well. And yeah, it was really cute. Like even, what's her name? Amaya went upstairs to go and stall Clark as well to keep her from going downstairs until Ace was ready to bring her downstairs to Taylor. And it was just like a really cute, funny little moment. I think he even apologized to her as well. And I was just like, but Taylor, you've got... He needs to make it right with Orlandria, in my opinion. Like, I really feel like he needs to say sorry to her, like genuinely, because I don't like this arrogance that he's got going on. Like he's not going to address it. I don't like that. I really don't like that at all. So yeah, so they're doing that. It was really nice and everything. Then we see Brian and Amaya. I think they've done a doc and everything like that. They were chatting a bit. They had another smooch and everything like that. And, you know, he was just encouraging her, like, yeah, you can kiss me anytime and that sort of thing. And then the voiceover, Ian Sterling, the narrator, he says, Sierra has left the villa due to personal reasons. And I was just like, what? I was so shocked. Yeah, I was just like so shocked. I was watching on a TikTok thing and I was just like, no way. And obviously all the comments were just going nuts. I can't believe they done it. Like, I'm not that I wanted her to say. I think I said that in my video. I definitely didn't want her to say, but I'm surprised that they did. I'm happy that they did. Very, very happy. And I feel like, yeah, they're absolutely standing on business and everything like that. But like I'm genuinely surprised. Like I didn't think they were going to. And yeah, like well done, man. I was just like, producers, yeah, standing on business with that. I think that's really great. Yeah. They made her disappear in the middle of the night. It's not literally, that's the same what happened with Yulissa, isn't it? because I think they went to bed and then she was gone in the morning. And that was it. Yeah. So that was it. She's coming out to a shitstorm. She absolutely is. I think we've heard from her parents who done a statement, and they basically asked for compassion. Yeah, they asked for compassion. We haven't heard from Sierra yet. I'm pretty sure we're going to hear from her soon. But yeah, it was notable that obviously Nick didn't leave with her and they're closed off. So surely he should have left with her if he was really into her. But I think he just got a bit of a get out clause, man. Seriously. Oh, okay. Sora's saying they should stand on business. The host has an Asian boyfriend, so wouldn't have stayed silent. Oh, does she? Ariana? Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, they absolutely done the right thing. They absolutely did. Amaya, everyone saying Brian being into Amaya is the biggest scam of the season. I mean, I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. Erin says Sierra leaving is still wild, but hey, she made her bed. Nick didn't want to be tied to that nonsense. Yeah, I honestly agree. I think he just thought, that's too much for me. There's no way, because if he left with her, he would literally have to be like, guys, calm down. She didn't mean, like, do you know what I mean? He would have to do that almost for the rest of his life. So I can understand that, but he's pissed. He's pissed. Like, do you know what I mean? Or maybe is he? I don't know, because this obviously gave a perfect opportunity for Nicolandia to be ignited again. So, you know, the boys were asking him, are you ready to explore? Da, da, da. And he's just like, oh, he's not sure. He's not sure and everything like that. I just couldn't believe it. Like, my notes are like, what the fuck? I cannot believe this. Like, I love it. But like, I guess like, in a sense, I'm like, if they can do that and people can rally around and see that that was wrong and that is an example of racism and people should, you know, do you know what I mean? Just be punished for that kind of thing. Then there's so many other things that are happening in the States at the moment. I'm just like, well, why isn't this? I mean, this is a TV show, so obviously it's different, but in some respects, it gave me a little bit of hope, not to go too deep, but it's like, it does give me a little bit of hope. But then at the same time, I'm just like, oh, there's far worse things happening in the world. And like, people need to be dealing with those things also, you know? Oh, Crispy says Sierra didn't leave at night. She was still there packing in the morning. Oh, was she? Okay. I don't care for Nicolandia one bit anymore. Oh, okay. I am loyal to Amaya to the bitter end. Okay. I'm definitely still team Amaya. I'm definitely team Amaya at the moment. I don't mind Nicolandia. I don't mind it, but I want it to be real. Erin said, I know you don't, but the fan base for Nicolandia is not letting anyone else win but them. I've settled on my Chalet ship getting second place. I'm not even tripping on that. You think? Oh, well, Shelley and Ace are looking very cute these days. And as Nick and Orlando were talking, because they did talk later, Ace and Shelley were watching them and just like gave them like a little wave and stuff. And it was just like, it was like a nice, cute moment. Like, oh, look at the couples. And I can't lie, I did forget about Sierra. Is that bad? Like, I just forgot about her. Like, she's not like, she just wasn't super impactful, you know? Like, I totally forgot about her. I was just like, oh yeah, it almost like it felt right. That's bad. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. Yeah, when Nick and Orlando was talking, she was just saying to him, like, look, you know, just let me know how I can be there for you and everything like that. Nick does remark how, you know, he's had her back, and no, he knows that she has his back, and that he is still attracted to her. Like, Nick definitely, he just be nicking. Like, as soon as possible, he's gonna let her know that, yeah, I'm into you. I'm onto you. I'm onto you, and I'm into you right now. You know, so he asks her straight, "Are you open for a connection?" And she's just like, "Yeah, I am." You know, and yeah, guys, I hope you're playing nice. I hope you're playing nice. I don't know what it is, yeah, but you guys are very fierce. The fan bases are very fierce, yeah. So, Gilda, what are you saying? Gilda said, "You bad, you forget what?" I forgot Sierra. I forgot she was even there. Like, it didn't really faze me that she had left. It was like, okay, cool. I was shocked that they'd done it, but not sad that she left, you know? Like, Nick said, outside our mind for the second time, because he's done this before when they were in Casa. For the second time. He don't like that girl. He don't like Sierra. He don't like Sierra. He don't like her enough. No, I'm only joking. I'm joking. Just play fight. So yeah, Nick did ask her though, because Orlando was saying, you know, obviously she's moved on from Taylor. She sees Taylor with Clark, and they're really, really getting on. And what do you call it? That, you know, she loves that for them. And Nick does ask a cheeky question, as Nick is cheeky sometimes. He's just like, "How do you feel about them being in like 10th place?" And Orlando was just like, "I felt great." That was funny. That was funny. And then they both were laughing together. And I just thought, okay, this is actually quite sweet. This is actually quite cute, because they were laughing hard. And Orlando's just like, "Oh, you thought you was going to get a PR answer." Like, absolutely not, and stuff. So I was just like, maybe, you know, maybe, because they do get on well. They do get on well. It depends what screen time they get. It depends. I think the producers do want it to happen because they're fan favorites, and the fans is fan directed as well, kind of thing. So there's a sense of satisfaction. Are you okay? And I think also if Nick and Orlando, because it's like a fan brewing type of thing, I think it will blind people to the lack of love that we've had in Love Island. Because at the moment, like, all the couples that we had, it was just like, this is what they're supposed to be before Casa. Like how Shelley was with Ace, how Chris and obviously Chris met Huda in Casa, but just seeing people together like that and actually seeing the romance of it all, that's how it's really supposed to be before Casa. But we didn't get that. So it's just like the week off, we're finally getting like, oh, these people like each other. Oh, there's some romance here, you know? Yeah, no, it was a key moment, honestly. Nick, Gilda saying Nick doesn't like anyone. Gilda was also saying they're good friends, not lovers. I don't know. I think Nick is trying to change that. I really think that Orlandia was apprehensive because of Sierra, her friendship, and also the optics of it, what it would look like and how it would come across. How she would come across. I think she was very, very aware. And now it's like she's got a free pass. Do you think that the Islanders know why Sierra left? Do you think they know? And do you think that Orlando should have any loyalty to Sierra as well? Let me know. Gilda's saying Nick is trying to win. Yeah, he is. He's still trying to win, because I don't know, obviously edit him, but the boys were upset for a second. We did not see the girls upset. Not even, was there even one? Did the girls even have, well, Orlando to Nick a little bit, like, in terms of your strong connection is gone. That was it. Do you think it's a right for them to know? Maybe there's a right for them to know. I really want to see that footage. That's what I want to see. I want to see the footage where they broke the news to her and where she's told that she has to leave and how everyone behaved. I want to see that. Because that seems crazy to me. Zach also had a conversation with Nicolandia. I just thought this was a waste of time. He was asking her what kind of guys do you like, that type of thing, and she was like, oh, I like a provider, you know. He's like, oh yeah, I'm that, I'm a handyman, I'm this, I'm that. Bro, brother, relax. Although Orlando does admit that Zach is cute. He's cute. He's a cute looking guy, but he just doesn't have the personality to match. Erin is saying no loyalty. I'm sorry, Nick could have left with her. He's just not that into her. Yeah, I agree. Zach was wasting his breath. Yeah, he was, Erin, 100%. Gilda said the fake girls over the show comes to end. Bro, it's done, isn't it? So Amaya has been a busy chick. Yeah, so she talked to Brian in the morning. She had a little smooch with him. Zach also spoke to her as well and was kind of like pitching himself to her. And I was just like, why are you even doing this? Like, you called it a day already. Like, what's this about? Just pretending. And even Elan as well was just like, I just want to focus all my energy on you. Okay, Elan. Like, I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. Oh, I didn't even play that clip, but it's fine. Yeah, I just thought that was it was a bit much, but it's good for her to have choices. But I thought we always really knew what's happening. So then they obviously get a text, and it's that they have a recoupling, and the girls get to choose the guys this time, and whoever's left has to leave the villa, essentially. Yeah. Erin said all three of those guys were embarrassing. Crispy said Veneer Face really tried last episode. He was grafting. He got his grafting boots on unsuccessfully, but he still tried nonetheless. So Amaya, yeah, she had to kind of she was giving reasons for each of the guys. Like, she was talking to Hood at this point. She said she really likes Brian because he stood up for her. Zach, he's very handsome. She likes his tattoos. And Elan because he's like really sweet. And I was just like, look at this. All these guys fighting for Amaya Papaya. I absolutely love it. Yeah. And she does get final pictures from the boys as well. Nick and Orlando chat as well. They chatted so much this episode, like a lot. When she got dressed for the recoupling, just before they went to go sit down by the fire pit, she looked beautiful. That dress on Orlando, elite. Is absolutely elite. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And like, you know, Nick was like dusting down the chair for her, you know, sitting on it to make sure it's not damp. And yeah, I was just like, yeah, absolutely. That's how we should be acting, you know? What Crispy said, why did you have to pick so white? It's so white you can see on Zach. Oh, mate, maybe they fade over time or something. But yeah, Ariana arrives. She looks amazing. I love those boots. I absolutely love them. I actually want to find out where they're from. Yeah, they're amazing. And then obviously the recoupling begins. Shelley goes first, and obviously she picks Ace. She says that, you know, he told me and showed me that I was his number one. You know, he let down his walls a little bit too. They had a bit of a roller coaster, but she definitely feels special. Ace is obviously happy with that, but he does say like, oh yeah, I like her because, you know, when I talk, she listens and she understands me. That was a problematic statement, in my opinion. Clark said pick Taylor. She said she's a very happy girl. What I didn't like about this scene was as Clark is standing, you had a shot of Clark and Orlandia in the same shot while Clark is choosing Taylor. And I feel like we're over this now. We're over this now. Orlandia's moved on. We don't need to keep doing this. They're not in a triangle anymore. Let's leave it. Huda chose Chris. She said in the beginning it was like a last-minute decision, but it was worth the risk. She said that he doesn't judge me for the way that I love. And he's thoughtful. He makes me happy. She can see it working on the outside. She said she doesn't want it to end. It was like a very lovely, lovely, lovely speech. Very, very lovely speech from Huda. Chris was very, very giddy. He said he feels good, reassured and confident. Ariana asked him, are you happy? And he was just like, hell yeah, you know? So they were actually very cute together. That was really cute. Orlandia obviously picks Nick, and she said that, oh, he's expressed how he values me from the very beginning. He's got a quirky personality, and she wants to spend some more time with him. Nick actually kind of like almost runs to her and clicks his heels. Like, so he's ecstatic. And he said he's going to take care of her the best he can. You know, very nice. Ariana even noted that they have a really amazing friendship too. And I feel like, yeah, she's shipping it too, man. Seriously, everybody wants it to work. So then last to go is Amaya. She basically was super, super nervous because Ariana reminds her again that whoever she doesn't choose will be leaving the villa. But I feel like there was no kind of question in her mind. It was always going to be Brian. She said that he recognized the queen that she is. He never dimmed her light. She can see a future with him, and that she is fiery, but he will be the water to her fire, which was very, very sweet as well. So yes, it's official. Brian and Amaya, Bramaya is a thing. It's happening. So yeah, they're all happy and everything like that. Zach kind of weirdly gave his blessing, like he didn't need to. It was very strange. And Zach and Ilan are officially dumped from the villa. So then what happens is that America had to vote. So Americans, let me know, who did you vote for? So the couples are now Amaya and Brian, Orlandia and Nick, Shelly and Ace, Huda and Chris, Iris and Pepe, and Clark and Taylor. Oh, I forgot Iris and Pepe, but yeah, Iris chose Pepe. But yeah, who did you vote for? Let me know and tell me why. Then we see Nick and Orlandia chatting again. They went to the dock, and you know, Nick is just like, oh, you still make me nervous. And stuff. And Orlandia's like, oh yeah, no, I love keeping you on your toes. She's happy to navigate it. And then in her confessional, she's just like, maybe it's been Nick the whole time. Maybe it was Nick, you know? And she said that she's gonna put her all into this. They do hug, but we don't see them kiss. So yes, that was the episode. Elsie, you didn't vote, but wanted Zach to stay. Oh, for eye candy purposes. Oh, Zach. He is a good-looking guy. He is. You can't deny him. BS. Jordan calls BS. So you didn't vote? Did anyone vote? Did any American vote? I want to know. If I voted, I would have voted for Amaya and Brian. If you're UK, who would you have voted for? I would have voted for them too. Seriously. I feel like, I don't know, even though I know Brian probably isn't 100% genuine, I still want Amaya to win. I really do. Okay, let me get out first look. Wait, no one voted. Oh my God. Oh, I thought I had it up. Did I have it up? Brother, did I not do it? That's annoying. Let me go here. I thought I did. Oh, maybe I changed it by accident. Oh. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. El Michelle said, Amaya and Brian. I couldn't vote for Nick. Sorry, Orlandia. What do you guys think? What do you mean? Think about what, Crispy? Love Island. USA. Okay, cool. Let me pause that real quick. It's all fake at this point. Crispy said, I think Amaya and Brian and Nicolandia are definitely safe. I think Huda and Chris too. Yeah. Crispy said, I think it's between Pepe, Iris, Ace, and Shelly. Yeah. I think Amaya and Brian, Nicolandia, yeah, I think they're kind of like almost guaranteed. I don't know about Iris and Pepe. I don't know. I think like now everybody's kind of happy with everyone. I don't know how that's going to go down. Ace and Shelley probably have the most work to do in terms of, people swaying public opinion. I just don't even know. Huda and Chris. Huda, I saw on Instagram, she's on 2 million. I don't know how she done it, but the way she passed Ace. She's on 2 million. Like, what? If they leave it to the Islanders, it'll be Iris and Pepita. Yeah, 100%. 110%. And I kind of want that to happen, man. They can go. They can go. Honestly, they can actually go. I've had enough of them. They're just pretending. They are the worst pretenders in that villa right now. I think Iris is catching a little bit of feelings, a little bit. But yeah. Okay, cool. It is which Islanders will be the best parents? This is the first look.
I'm trying to sleep and I don't know what the was hearing. So I come
Why are you cursing around baby? It's okay. I cry all the time.
Look at him. He ain't even got no harness on. They not fit.
I have something to tell you. I was going into last night thinking like it's platonic. I get into bed and I started getting like flutters in all parts of my body.
What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
I'm a little stressed because she's just a little bossy, I guess.
I can't get my credit around here.
When did you say good job to me? I've been saying good job to you all day.
Good job to you.
When?
We got to work on our, teamwork when it comes to being in a couple.
Is there anything I need to work on?
She's gonna crack down.
Hard to bring a different side of me that I didn't think I even had in me, bro. I've never been like this with a girl, ever.
Bro, what?
Oh,
bro, I'm scared.
Cute. Cute. I think it's going to be a cute episode. When it gets to the episode, not with Fanny Flutters. When it gets to the last week, it does get a little bit silly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just cute. That's all. No drama. Apart from, I don't know, let's see. I don't even know if it's going to be a thing, but Chris and Huda, she's going to start to get on his nerves. I know that. Guys, it's now that time. If you want to come on stage and say a few words, please click the link. When you like them toxic. Crispy saying Huda, Nicolandia, and Amaya are fan favorites. They will pull their couples into the final. Yeah, I think so. I want to see who leaves the baby. Someone's gonna leave it. But why have they all got two? Is it just Shelley and Ace that have twins? Why they got two babies? Crispy said, I also never considered why everyone considers Nick good looking. Oh, I think Nick is all right. I think he's all right. Jordan says Nick has been screwing Sierra every day. Now he's talking about flying. But he was only lasting like 45 seconds max. It wasn't even do you know what I mean? He wasn't performing his best, you know? Ilana looks way better. They look like twins, bro. They look like twins. Hey, Miss Erin, how you doing? First time it was 25 seconds and the second time was 45 seconds. Hey, Erin, can you hear? Can't hear you if you're talking. Oh! Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, you good? How's it going?
I'm good. Flying on the Nicolandia ship. It's been great. We got lovely cruise. We got great activities. You know, the moon looks great. We got live music, great food. I mean, what else could you ask for? It's just been awesome. I don't care what people got to say. Oh, y'all made this happen. Y'all forced production. We don't care. We don't care. It's very rare for fans to get what we want watching this like show. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this not because, oh, you know, they're not good together or anything like that. I'm taking it because it's been like such a good journey to watch Black women come on the show and actually succeed. We've literally had to suffer through years and years of Black women getting crumb after crumb after crumb. Not while they're doing Alima dirty, not while they're doing Billikis dirty. Are we not going to take this opportunity? I really don't care. Like, I think people need to understand. I don't care if Nick and Olandria have babies outside of this. I don't care if they get married. I don't care if they work out or they don't work out. I'm just happy to see dark-skinned women actually just thrive in this show. So I'll take it. Call it a cheat, call it whatever. I'll take it. But I will say it was so weird because I told you that this was going to happen. I told you that there was no way they were going to keep Sierra, not after
you did say
the
that
whole thing with Yulissa. So it was more so how they were going to go about doing it, because I know that they set up the entire last week with her in mind when it comes to movie night. But now we don't really need that. Like, I feel like
I don't think they're going to do movie night.
No, I don't think I think what they might do is they might just do a date with each of the couples and then kind of show them their journey. I think that's what might happen, because I really don't see the point. Movie night is supposed to create drama, right?
Yes.
And we kind of don't need any more. Like, this cast has given us enough. We're actually tired. We got too much too soon.
Yeah.
And now we don't want no more. So it will probably just be a date night, and then they get to watch clips of like their best moments together and to like where they are now. So that might be good. It might be the best way to go, actually. I guess I've been noticing that Ace has been peeping this whole Nick and Olandria thing for a while, but he didn't say much about it. He's just kind of been in the back like, I see something over here, but I don't know what I'm seeing. So it was very interesting to see him kind of like be the one to bring it up and like, these two might actually hit it off now. So it was a cute moment. I think Huda, girl, are you not satisfied? Are you actually not satisfied? Because
she's never satisfied.
It's just weird at this point. Like, you're complaining about nobody kissing you, none of the boys kissing you in the challenge, and it's like, you got what you wanted. You fought for this. You argued for this. You made a big show about this. Who else should be kissing you?
I think she was just fishing for like, why are we not closed off yet? That's what more than anything she was just trying to say to him indirectly, Like, are you thinking about us being closed off, like going into the final week?
That's
That's
weird because it's literally been like half a week. Half a week, not even a week, half. So it's like you guys haven't been coupled long enough for him to say he wants to close off. Too, Chris, if I hear about this basketball career and how you're tussling over this again, go home, bro. If it's that much of a problem, if this career choice is that much of a doozy for you, go home. It's obvious you don't want to be here. You want to be there. Go overseas. We can book you a flight.
He don't have a home here.
There you go. So it's like you got like free room and board, food, concierge. Like you have a pool, you have ocean view. Stop complaining.
No, it's true. It's true.
He just those two together for me are just like ugh.
Yeah,
I really don't care for it. To be honest, I fast forward the majority of yesterday's episode because I came in late and I was like, oh my gosh, the episode. And I caught it on the halfway, like it was almost over when I caught it. And I was like, dang, I got to fast forward all the way back. So I realized there wasn't much to the rest of the story. And I was like, okay, I just want to see what Nick's reaction to Ciara leaving is, what everybody's reaction is, and then what happens with Nick eventually. So it was an interesting little episode. I think Nick, let's be honest, you weren't that sad. You were not that sad. I appreciate the acting, even though it was bad acting. You weren't that sad.
It was terrible. It was terrible acting. It was almost like, oh, I'm free now. He was like trying to be loose. Like, okay, how do I navigate this? You know?
It literally took him 3 hours to be like, Alandria, what's up, girl? How you doing? Where you been? He didn't care. And this is the thing. I feel like it's very important for people to note that regardless of whether he closed things off with Ciara, he's been dropping so many signs that he's not that into her.
Yeah.
And I need people to stop acting like this is a random switch up. It's not. There's been clues that he's not into her. The last conversation they had, he wanted to get a definition of what closed off really meant.
Yeah.
That lets you know he said the words, but he didn't believe them. You know?
Yeah.
Like even her retelling the girls, oh, he told me that he wouldn't want to be with anyone else and that, you know, I'm his dream girl. I was like, girl, he didn't say none of that.
No, he didn't say
none of that.
He specifically didn't say anything.
Nothing.
Comment. Yeah.
Like,
So
you were leading this whole thing and he was just
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just weird on her part. I think I do not support the hate and all of the vitriol that she's getting online, not because what she did wasn't wrong, but because I feel like we as people just need to be more sensitive to the situation as a whole. I do recommend that she puts out a statement and then literally goes ghost. Like, we don't want to see you anywhere, saying anything anywhere, making appearances anywhere. If you're smart, give people time to forget about this. Like, for your own mental health, give time for people to just move on to something else, because it's going to be constant. And there are some people who aren't real fans of this show who are just jumping on the bandwagon of hate. And this is not the move. It's not the time for you to try and defend yourself. Don't do it, Melissa. Don't be public and be gallivanting all over the country. Don't even do that.
I don't think so. I'm just going to add Dami to the stage as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Dami.
Hello, hello, Sade. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Good. That's good.
What are your thoughts? What did you want to chat about, Dami?
Love Island USA. I just dip and dive into Love Island UK. I don't even watch it consistently. I haven't watched it consistently for the past 4 weeks.
Oh wow.
It's been that bad. Like, ever since Alima left, I'm just upset. Like, I don't like the way they're treating the Black women, really, to be honest with you. I just don't like it at all.
Yeah.
It's just it's just weird, man. Like the constant disrespect from Ramel, now from Dejon as well too. Like Dejon is a weirdo. He's actually a big weirdo.
Isn't
like
he?
from time that no, he is from time that he wasn't really talking to like Alima or like Ramel really well. He did in the end, but like at first he didn't really speak to those two. And I was just like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, why is he not socializing with them? And then I just realized he kind of just doesn't really socialize with those kind of people because probably he wants to be the only like black person in the crowd or in the social settings. It's just a bit weird.
It's even,
so yeah,
like it's like if his boss ain't comfortable, he's not comfortable. That's what it's like. Like, you know.
Yeah,
make
exactly.
it. You know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but let me just talk about Love Island USA. Yeah, I think the producers, them kicking out another person for the second time in the same season is not a good look on production's part. It doesn't seem that they're vetting their contestant. I'm not too sure like what's going on. If they're like not actually like going through like a procedure, like I don't know. It just seems to be like two people have left the show for like obviously for their racist views. And you know, for Sierra, I don't know how old she is. I know she's in her early 20s, but like the term that she used, obviously I'm not going to say it here on the live, but it's a well-known term that it's a racial slur against Asian people. Like I don't know. So I'm giving her a little bit of grace because at the end of the day, she's a young person. But at the same time, I do feel like, you know, Sierra, she needs to like maybe really like, you know, do the work in terms of like, you know, saying that, oh, she didn't know, but it's not an excuse. Like she needs to do the work as well too. And also to her friends as well too. It's just kind of just weird. And I hope she gets mental health support because at the end of the day, this is really, really shocking. Like we all know what's happened in Love Island UK. Like 3 people from the show have committed the S word.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we don't want any unfortunate circumstances in the Love Island USA you know, realm. We just don't want that because I think that's what makes Love Island USA, because you guys don't really have Ofcom, what we do here in the UK. And you know, that's what, you know, Love Island USA is so unfiltered, it's so much more juicier, so much more fun. Like there's just it's so much more, but I don't want it to be like heavily controlled, and at some point it probably might do. I think after this season you probably are going to see a lot of changes as well too, I personally think. So people should watch out for that, and obviously they can't blame the producers, but at the same time I think there's going to be a lot of changes that might filter down and it might water down Love Island USA.
I agree with you. I do think that with the vetting process, I think Yulissa was just wild that she got through because what she had was very, very public. Do you know what I mean? And defined. With Sierra, much harder because it was I swear it was like story posts, right? So unless you follow her, you can see love it, you got your bonnet on. But unless you follow her, do you know what I mean? And that in those specific 24 hours, you're not going to see that. So that's much harder to catch. So, you know, happy person who leaked that, you know, and we kind of got the truth in the mouth. Well, at least, you know what? Not to say that she might not be, because there are degrees to this, right? She might not be a raging racist, right? But she definitely is like, this racial slur is inappropriate. I need to hear from her mouth that she understands that it's inappropriate. You should not be doing that, and she regrets her actions. That's what I need to hear from her. And for something like that, not that it's for me to forgive, but in terms of like, would I be, you know, would I want to see her again? Not so much, but if I see her, it's not gonna thingy me too much, right? Do you know what I mean? But that's me outside of the culture who she's offended, right? You know, so for not really for us to say, but like it's not, I don't know, like I don't get the same vibe as the vitriol from Yulissa. Like that, and I guess like maybe because that's personal to my culture or like adjacent culture, if you want to get political with the blackness. But like, you know, it just feels that was venom. That was like hatred. That was like, do you know what I mean? And that paired with her being like a trumper as well, it just feels more potent, right? Do you know what I mean? So like I think we are gonna see something from Sierra, and I agree with you, Erin. She probably does need to go away for a little bit. It's just like, you know, because she's gonna have her supporters, and I feel like when she's ready to come back, they will still be there, you know? But yeah.
I think it's sad because you can obviously see that someone purposely screenshotted that story and kept it in their back pocket for a while and waited for the opportunity. And you know, regardless of how it came about, it was still wrong. I think for her use of the word, I know that there are some people who have been defending her, saying that she probably didn't realize that the word was derogatory and it was a slur. But I think that, you know, in my opinion, casting, y'all need to tighten the ship. Like, tighten the ship a little bit more when you're bringing, because you're not bringing in regular everyday people. You're bringing social media influencers, models. These are people that are constantly online. There's no excuse for you to say you didn't know that this was possible, because these are people, Gen Z or whatever generation they are, who are posting actively. It's not that hard to miss. So I think, they just need to do better this time around. And Sierra, girl, prayers up to you. I hope that you do have a good support system. It doesn't look like you got good friends, because if you did, they would have put you on game. She's gonna definitely need to bury her head in the sand for a while, because the hate, everything that's happening, it's to be honest, this season and the hate train, it's just been a lot to take in. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't remember season 2 or 1 with Justine being this contentious. Like, I can't even remember Justine getting any hate, because so many people loved her and wanted her to win. But this season doesn't feel that way. It feels like everybody's at war. People are fighting and being so aggressive about this thing. And it's like, guys, let's just enjoy the show, you know? And every little thing you do, someone's deep diving into your life. Deep diving really hard. So yeah, it's sad for her, but you know, the people who are also saying, Nick, why didn't you leave with her? Now come on. Now come on.
That's a big ask. That's a big
exactly. Like Nick was not going anywhere. Like, let's be real, Nick wasn't going anywhere.
But I'm thinking to myself, why didn't they ask Pepe why he didn't leave with Hannah?
I mean, realistically, like, I'm not gonna lie, Pepe should have left with Hannah, like, you know, a couple of days ago to find her. Like, he should have left like a long time ago, but I guess he's happy to stay there with Iris. And you know, Nick was always, you know, found Alondra attractive. He's from Florida, I believe. So yeah, he hangs out with a lot of, you know, like Black people, you know, other people from different races. So he knows how to use some of the lingo, but also understands, you know, the Black culture, I guess, in America. So it's not surprising. Even the mom, apparently, like, at the beginning of the show, she was just like, "Oh, Alondra brings out the man within the person," and apparently Nick said that yesterday.
He did. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
The second time he said that, actually, with
y'all need to see the way Twitter has been finding these clips. So apparently, Nick's family and Alandra's family, they out here planning barbecues, family reunions, get-togethers. It's so cute, because like the family are over here dating each other while they're waiting for their children to date. It's too cute.
Does Love Island USA send their parents and family and friends inside the villa, or they don't?
Oh, they're coming.
Yeah, they do. Coming. Yeah,
they do. The USA version. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay.
So they're gonna get to meet, like, they're actually flying in rather than what they did last season, which was like a video call. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Like, I'm excited for just the show ending. I'm not gonna lie, I need everybody to know this right now. Final it's going to be Nicolandia, it's going to be Shelly and Ace, Amaya and Brian, and Huda and Chris. I'm just gonna put it out there. Nicolandia are winning. They're winning.
I mean, maybe. I just think like
I don't know.
Amaya's not in the top 4. I don't know. I feel like she'll be in top 4. I can't call it in terms of like I need to look at the numbers. I need to talk to both. I need to look at the numbers overall. But I think I don't know. Maya's fan base is very strong.
I think they're strong, but I think this is the first time where there's a fan base for every one of these couples, which is mad. Because last season we only had for Janae and Kenny and Sierra and Cordell. We didn't really have it. Oh, and Leah and Miguel. But the rest of the other couples didn't really have a fan base. But these 4 all each have strong fan base.
I don't think that, I think Shelly's and Ace's has dropped. I don't know. I don't know if they've recovered fully from that. I don't know how we're going to see that, but they haven't recovered because from the America Says challenge, they were in the bottom, right? So,
yeah, but for a lot of the questions, they were the bottom.
Yeah, they were like
so
9 and 8 for most of them. So it's just like I don't know. I don't really see. Well, I don't know. I'm not in the streets, so like that on the social media streets. But what I do see very easily is definitely Nicolandia, definitely Amaya, like 100%. I'm not seeing anybody else really. Chris and Huda, that kind of even went down a little bit as well. But they call the Huda fans hood rats. Did you know
they really are the hood rats still? Because you knew what they were doing on like the timeline on Twitter. They were literally fueling so much hate towards Amaya, so much hate towards Shelly, so much hate towards Alandria. Like they're the hood rats for real because they're starting so much war.
Yeah, and they're young. They're major league. Hey, Steph, how you doing? They're major league young as well. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Also, it depends on the edit. It depends what we see. I don't think the edit's necessarily going to be equal. I think we saw a lot of Nick and Alandria yesterday. A lot. Oh, yeah, it just seems like it seemed a bit unnecessary. It's just like we saw you guys during the day. We saw you before the recoupling. I was seeing you after the recoupling. Like, it's a lot, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it depends on editing.
I feel like if Amaya had a strong couple, because I feel like regardless of what Brian says, what I don't buy with Brian is his actual interest in Amaya. Like I don't fully buy into it, unfortunately. And I wish that this was something that we'd seen built to a point of where it is now. And I just feel like it's a little bit off the cuff. And that's why I trust him. Because it gives me the same way Elon all of a sudden realized that he wanted to go full force with Amaya when you've been grafting Sierra for 40 days and 40 nights since you've been in here, taking digs at Nick. So it for me, some of these Casa boys are very inauthentic, and I don't buy what they're selling. That's one of the reasons why I'm just kind of like, because I know Amaya thinks that this guy's here for her. I don't think Brian is that guy.
I think
I just think, I think all the Casa boys, so Chris, what's his face, Brian, and is it Elan, whatever his name is? Yeah, those 3 Casa boys. Also, and Zach as well too. I don't think there were any. I don't think those boys were genuinely. Well, Elan was genuine for what's her face, Sierra, but apart from the other 3, they weren't really genuine. Chris is going for Huda because guess what? She's somewhat of a fan favorite, like some people, and it was easy for him to get into the villa. And likewise, Amaya as well too. At the time, she was single, and Zach coupled up with her. Well, they both chose each other, I guess. I think because, again, he wanted to get into the villa, but really and truly, Zach wanted Alandria. I'm not too sure why he didn't. Well, she didn't really give him time, but at the same time, Zach was more actually focused on Alandria. Then he realized he wasn't getting his way with her, so he moved to Amaya. But I don't know. I think there's like a lot of things going on, like from other people's like YouTubers commentary I've heard about Amaya, and I hear it. I do think Amaya just needs to probably like take a step back and allow like Brian to actually pursue her and chase her, because I always see her like, you know, initiate the kiss, and it's just like, Amaya, girl, like just allow him to just to chill, like allow him just to like come to you, you know, you're that girl, you are that girl, but allow him to come to you. You know, when it comes to the kissing and intimacy, it's always led by her, and it's sometimes really sad to watch. Like I'm just like, Amaya, yeah.
I mean, well, when they first kissed, he asked her, like in the speakeasy, but obviously he was kind of like lean back and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So she had to maneuver to him, but he did ask her. I don't know. Like I don't know if it matters, right? Like I just don't know if it matters. Like I think I mentioned the other day, like Amber was with that Irish guy for like a week and she won. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's not like it's impossible for like, and we kind of knew he wasn't super into her, and then he dumped her a week after the competition. Like, do you know what I mean? It was an easy 25K for him. I feel like Brian's kind of the same, you know, thought process, but he, you know, he's gonna give her what she wants for this last week. So yeah, maybe, you know, they're not a proper couple. I just don't know if it really matters. Like, I think like her fan base like her so much, they just want Amaya to win. That's it. And then I don't know, like actually, Owen, maybe you know, but like in USA, do they have the choice of whether they keep the money or they split the money?
Yeah, I think they do that at the end. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they do that at the end. So if Amaya were to win, I hope she does take the money, because I don't think Brian deserves that money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He hasn't done anything worthy of that money but say a couple of kind words. And it wasn't really that kind. He was just stating the obvious. So yeah, it's not really moving it for me. Like, I need people to also realize that as much as we want Amaya to win, it needs to be in like a in like a reality world of not people thinking that like Amaya and Brian are like this solid couple, because a lot of people are going into it like, oh my gosh, they are the best. He feeds into her craziness. And I'm just like, no. It's not a romance. This is a full-on scam on Brian's part, right? And I need people to peep the scam, because it's Chris and Huda are given the same energy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's exactly the same. And I feel like you could argue, I know people don't want to hear it, but Nick too, man. Like, for me, they're all the same, because Nick is just like, how many times do I have to say I want to stay in the villa? Like, I want to be here.
All the guys, to be honest, all the guys are given scams. Dude. All the guys are given scams. I think the girls are genuinely looking for a connection.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit on the Huda, because I don't think she's really looking. But majority of the guys are just here to win. And that's it. It's sad, because the girls are going to go into it thinking that something more is going to be, you know, flourishing on the outside, and then when they get out there, newsflash.
Yeah.
So they will ride the coattails of this publicity for as long as they need to, but very quickly the reality. I think I just don't want Amaya to get hurt for the fourth time.
I mean, she's gonna get hurt. No, I feel like we have to accept that she's definitely gonna get hurt, and Brian's probably gonna do her day. Do you know what I mean? So like, but like, for this last week, is he probably going to treat her right? Yeah. You know, like, I'm hoping he doesn't break character on camera. Like, Chris is breaking character from that first look clip. Chris is breaking character. You know what I mean? Like, sir, you're not going to win like that. Like, you know, you need to stick to your role. And that is, I'm dedicated to Huda. Whatever she says, whatever she does, I like it. That's it. Can't be calling her bossy.
I knew Chris was gonna break character from the moment where she brought up so you made her pancakes and you gave me like 2.
Oh yeah.
And then you gave her 3. And the look on his face was just like, are we really?
Are you for real? Yeah.
Like over pancakes? What are we talking about? Yeah, it was very weird. And I've noticed like his facial expression changes whenever she says something that is just like, what? Oh gosh, I really need this money. If I didn't need this money, I wouldn't be here.
Basically.
He's really trying hard. He's trying hard to power through this. And Hood is not making it easy at all. At all. But then again, it's hard. I think it's hard for these guys because they have built up all of this like coming in and playing into, I really like her. She's great. She's this. Zach couldn't keep it up. That's why you saw Zach go home, because he kept breaking character every 5 minutes.
He couldn't lie. He basically couldn't lie. He's just like, if you want to come and chat to me, come and chat to me. You got legs. Do you know how rude? Like, bro, you fumbled the bag so hard.
Oh, Zach, honestly, I really enjoyed watching Zach, mainly because his honesty sometimes was just like, bro, you do know that camera's on you, right? Like when he was ping-ponging back and forth between Nicolandia and Amaya, he's telling Amaya, like, like I just can't help it. I really want to get to know you. I want to build on this connection. Then he's talking to Nicolandia and he's like, there's just something here. Like I could fix anything in the house. And I was just like, oh, Zach, baby, this is sad.
Yeah. I'm a just
hard to watch. It was so hard to watch because I was just like, you're so cute, but this desperation reeks, Zach. It reeks. It stinks. I need you to stop it. I'm cringing. Yeah, it was hard.
Do we all agree that Taylor and Clark are not they're not trying, right? They're not trying.
I'm really not gonna. I told myself I wasn't gonna speak on Taylor anymore because I was just gonna act like he doesn't exist in that villa. Okay. Yeah, like I don't think that man has a genuine bone in his body. I think he's so performative that it actually disgusts me to watch now. That's how performative he is. Like everything that he's done since he got into this villa is just been indicative of the type of person he is on the outside. And I don't care to really pay attention to what he does anymore. Like it just, all of that, like A's trying to help him with the picnic and I hit the fast forward button. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how that picnic went. I hit the fast forward button because I was just like, you're not gonna cosplay for 4 weeks and now all of a sudden she brings the side out of you. Okay, Taylor, tell us whatever you want.
So I mean, it went well. It was fine. Clark liked it and stuff, but I don't think people have had a chance to actually get to know Clark properly, and I think that's why they keep on putting her with Amaya, because they know that people like Amaya. So all of Clark's scenes, if they're not with Taylor, they're with Amaya.
They want to find a way to start showing her in a positive light.
Yeah,
but I feel like if Clark wants to be seen in a positive light, she should have come into this villa with a whole different energy.
Yeah,
because
a whole different energy.
Yeah, because she was very like a little bit like cocky, especially when it came to the recoupling whereby they had to do the after Casa Amor, like they had to go on the heart podium, and obviously that's when Taylor coupled up with Clark, but like she kind of smirked and was like, she was very humble. She just didn't even like say anything. But she's also too, I feel like she's sometimes scared to talk to the other girls. Like I don't know if it was just me that interpreted that. I feel like she was very scared to talk to the other OG girls for some reason.
To her, I think it's only Amaya.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Either that or, but either way, it's like she hasn't really, built a bridge to like, talk to them, or they haven't come to her for whatever reason. Only Amaya has done so far after like I don't know how many days it was after Casa Amor, but like it seemed like a whole week or two. But yeah, I haven't seen her interact with the OG girls really, to be honest with you. It's a little bit strange.
I think the problem with Clark, and I call her Clark Kent, but the problem with Clark is she walked into the villa thinking, all right, I know what I want. I know what I'm going for. It was a little rocky when she went to choose Taylor, but he ended up choosing Coco, and then he circled back. But I think once Olandria came into the picture, it was very much given ex-girlfriend versus new girlfriend. And he chose up in a sense. So she was on a high of like, he's going to choose me. He doesn't want you. And when Taylor kept reaffirming that, it made her feel like she was that girl. And rather than you owning that, you know, we just have a great connection, it seemed like you were trying to shove it in Olandria's face that like, even with him spending 4 weeks with you, 3 days with me was still better than 4 weeks with you. And had she taken that time to just be like, yo, look, I understand that this is a tough time for you. 4 weeks together, it is crazy that, you know, we made the connection as quickly as we did, but I want you to know that I'm not here to make you feel a certain type of way or blah, 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 blah. It doesn't mean you're kissing ass. It just means you being a grown woman about your business, you know? Show the same respect, because if it was you on the other foot, you'd be expecting the same respect, right? If Olandria came in and took him from you, you would be like, oh, this is weird. Like, she didn't even try to, you know, do a little less. And I think that Taylor's the one that's fueling that, because the more things he says to Clark about like, oh, you know, I don't even want to talk to her right now because I feel like if I talk to her, I'm going to go off. And it's like, Clark, I cannot wait for you to watch this back. I really can't wait for you to watch this back, because any woman that can see a man treat another woman a certain way and think that that means that this is the man for you, it's questionable, your sense of, you know, morality, in my opinion. I don't like men that make another woman feel like trash just to prop up another woman. I think it's a character flaw. I'm not gonna lie, and that's what Taylor's been showing so far. So I hope Clark can find a way to, you know, have fun. I mean, at this point, that's the only thing she can do is have fun in this last week. Have fun, have a good time, work on that connection. But I don't know how people feeling about her, and I think it's due to Taylor, if I'm being really honest.
I definitely think he's fueled it, yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know. I feel like I thought the smirk, although I didn't like it, could also be the nervousness in the situation. You know, some people like laugh when it's like awkward and stuff, like because I think also as well that the postcard challenge, when he said, okay, I bet like I choose Clark, she wasn't expecting that. No one was expecting that at all, kind of thing. So it was almost like she went like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was like a quick kind of reaction. So I didn't really see that as a thing. But like, I think like if you're not you have to do a lot of work for being a Casa girl. You have to do a ton of work to make the other girls like you. You know what I mean? Like, if they're not welcoming, let's put it like that, and by the nature of the game, they won't be welcoming, because you being there means that either you've taken my man or you've taken my friend's man. Do you know what I mean? And like, why should we be nice to you, almost like that? So you have to do, I think, the girls, the Casa girls that have done well, they kind of like really go out of their way to, so I'm not a threat. It's kind of like not my fault that he likes me. Like, do you know what I mean? It's that kind of stuff. Like, season 5, I swear to God, is like the best example of everything. But Joanna, for example, when Michael chose her over Amber, you know, the girls didn't really have a problem with Joanna as much, and she was just like really nice. It was more kind of like all put onto Taylor, but you're not really seeing that here. You're not really seeing that at all. And I just like, I don't know whether Clark has that kind of personality where she can be like a girly girl almost. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like it doesn't really feel like she's there to bond with these girls. It feels like she's there to get her man, and that's it. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think her coming in with the girls that she came in with, those were her girls. So it's like girls versus girls, Casa girls versus, you know, Villa girls. It is such a weird, it's a weird dynamic to kind of like maneuver. And I feel bad for her because she doesn't have any one of her girls in the villa per se. So it is like you're a fish out of water. But girl, we've seen Castle girls mingle with these girls to a point where they love them. Like all the bombshells that have come in, the girls have warmed up to them very quickly. So we can't really say that it's, I don't know.
I think Nicolandia is kind of like the alpha. I don't know. Like, I just think like you took her. Like, I feel like Amaya doesn't have any stake in it because she's just airy fairy and all that kind of stuff. And I think Huda, because she was, I'm not even going to say she self-ostracized herself. She done it herself. Like, she pushed herself out. I feel like she had to bond with the other girls because otherwise she would have no one, right? So she made the effort because she wasn't in the clique anymore. So
like Crispy was saying, he said Crispy, or she said, I'm not mad at her for being happy to be chosen. I'm mad at Taylor for stringing Olandria along, which is true. I mean, to be honest, the anger should go towards Taylor because Taylor is the reason for a lot of this nonsense being the way it is. If he had just been a grown man and mature about the situation and you know, showed each girl respect, you don't have to want to be with Olandria to show her respect, and you know, or disrespect Clark because you've chose, you know, it's not that deep. I think it's just in the way he goes about the situation that reflects badly on Clark. But I can't wait to see this baby challenge because some of these people don't know nothing about having babies except for them. So that's gonna be great.
So yeah, I'm about to go to bed now because I've got work later on. So yeah, but thank you ladies for the conversation. I'm gonna watch it in the background.
Thank you. I think we're going to wrap up anyway, but thank you so much for jumping on, Sammy. Good to see your face as well. Do you know what I mean? Bye. Thank you as well, Erin. Appreciate you as always. Yes, appreciate your contribution and everything like that. So yes, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there today. Appreciate you for joining us. You know, if you stay here this long, I love you the most. If you haven't done so already, please like the video. See, my light's even turning off itself. It's like it's time to go to bed. Please like the video if you haven't done so already. If you're not subscribed, subscribe now so you never miss a live or a video as well, my recap videos. Oh, I have a busy day tomorrow. I don't even know if I can do the recap video for thing. I will see if I can do it. I'm not too sure because I've got meetings back to back. But have a good evening, everybody. And if this is the only time I see you on a live, have a great week. I will be, because Love Island USA finishes this week, I think I'm going to go live twice on Sunday. So once after UK and then again after USA. I'll go live straight away after that. So if you're up, then that's great. Okay, people, have a good one. See you later. Bye. Bye.